in Bali, we're driving scooters in the traffic. People around me, they get super angry, they get mad around like in the traffic, but I know if I get attached, it's gonna ruin my training later.
Yeah.
Side effect of that, it makes an amazing human being. A really consistent, disciplined human being to be around that thinks about the risks, that thinks about the profits, that already been experiencing all this pain and greed and all these things. So many life situations become pretty easy because we already been through these emotions in such a big, powerful way.
It's wild.
It's wild. I think it's as important to release emotions after you had a good trading day and a bad trading day. Because if those emotions, I call it accumulated fear, accumulated emotion and accumulated greed. So if you go on and continue to keep these for the next day, it will grow and grow and grow. If you have winning day. If you have losing day, you're gonna grow the emotions every day. So how do we release those emotions? How do you release your emotions after a really bad trading day, a really good trading day?
I'm trying to think how I do it, bro. Like,
We have many tools though. So one thing we have is the Book of Truths.
yeah.
From what's his name?
Right.
No, what's his name?
Tom Hugard.
Tom Hugard. The breath work.
Yeah. I think for me anyways, my pre-market routine's pretty good for like bringing me back. So I'll meditate, I'll do a breath work. Before that, I will have exercised, I would have ate well. Like everything kind of brings me back to baseline. So that helps me with my emotion. I know there is accumulated emotion in that, but there's always things that bring me back. At the end of my session, I'll journal, I'll rate my mindset. I know roughly where I am on my emotional rating, whatever you want to call it. So based off that, I can monitor it. When it's same with a big winning day, I'm like, oh, I feel amazing. I feel like a professional trader. I feel all these positive emotions. On the other side, with the negative aspect of things, like I feel awful, but I'll still journal. I will still record all my data. Where then at the start of the next day, I'll look at myself. Like I'll rate myself. Like how did I sleep? How did I perform? How am I thinking? I know going into the session how I feel, and then based off that, I can adjust either my size or make more rules. So everything is still monitored, and then it's adjusted accordingly.
We also take it for granted now.
Yeah, but
like we don't drink, we don't really do drugs because we built our whole lives around trading.
That's a very difficult thing for people to understand. Is like you don't just trade. You literally have to be in an optimal mindset at all times you're going to work. Otherwise, you're going to perform extremely poorly, and you're going to lose money. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do yourself a disservice. The best thing about trading is it's going to push you to become optimal in a lot of areas of life. Most areas.
Yeah.
The worst thing about trading is you're going to have to perform at an optimal state all the time. Otherwise, you're not going to perform. You're not going to make money. And people want it to be easy. This is the thing with trading, it is easy. You press buy and you press sell. That's on a surface level. Internally, it's extremely difficult. It goes against human nature where your decision making is either going to pay your rent or it's not going to pay your rent. And it's simple as that. Then how do you optimize your decision making? Well, you're going to have to build in good habits into your life. You're going to have to wake up at the same time every day. You're going to have to go to sleep at the same time every day. You're going to have to eat well. You're going to have to exercise. You're going to have to journal all your emotions. You're going to have to build systems. You're going to have to stick to them systems. Like the list can go further and further and deeper and deeper. But at surface level, it's literally just good habits in your life reflect on good trading. Bad habits in your life will reflect on bad trading.
Yeah.
And it's that simple.
Yeah, your internal state matches your trading results. 100%. Even in your relationship, you have to set boundaries. You have to be, and also that I guess with emotional regulation, you can't just go have a bad trading day and think you can take it out on your partner.
Yeah. You just regulate, maybe take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to trade, or say, you regulate. You regulate. You take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to meditate, and then once you get up, that's it. Yeah. You'll tackle it again when you sit down on your next session. But it's very important to detach. It's just a job. You sit down, you work, you get up. Whatever happened that day, and you just move on with your life.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, just do something else. Like.